Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter. If it's your first time, consider subscribing and joining the swarm. Last we left off, we found a cave of quartz and got our first fish on the planet. And so hopefully today we can unlock the mammal stage and find out what comes after that. And so off we go. And we still need some more pressure production to unlock this T3 ore extractor, which means we need super alloy rods and osmium rods. So we'll make some super alloy rods and some osmium rods and go out in another sandstorm to place some more T5 drills. And as we go back inside, it's turning purple or pink. Pink, which means it's a pulsar quartz meteor. Yes, please. As we unlock the T2 beehive. Ow, I got too close.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I don't care, pulsar quartz. And we got 9 more pulsar quartz. And for a T2 beehive, we need tree bark and T2 fertilizer. It'll generate honey and more bee larvae. So we're gonna go and grab some algae as we unlock the T3 ore extractor. And we unlock the Amphibian frog eggs as we make some more fertilizer. To then make a whole lot of T2 fertilizer. And then we're gonna make some more bacteria samples to make some more mutagen, to make even more bees. And while we wait, we'll look at the T3 ore extractor, which is gonna require a bunch of other things. As a meteor drop hits, and it's pink. Is that more pulsar quartz? Please be more pulsar quartz. Oh, it's super alloy. So we're gonna run out and grab as much as we can, while hopefully avoiding getting squished. Ow, I think we got hit twice. And our inventory is absolutely filled with super alloy. So now we'll grab our bees, do it again. And now we'll look at the T3 ore extractor, which is gonna require an osmium rod and a whole bunch of titanium. So we'll collect our bees, make another one, grab our last set of bees, and we're gonna place our T2 beehives in our new flower farms. And turning on and off power? I'm not sure how or why that's happening, but we'll set all the beehives to supply, and that'll change our insect generation from 137,000 grams a second to almost 200,000 grams a second. And since we have so many supply inventories and demand inventories now, I feel like we need more drones, because these drones are not keeping up. But since each drone requires a rocket engine, and we haven't found any uranium mines, we are desperately going to need the T3 ore extractor. So we'll need to make some more super alloy rods and osmium rods. And now by our massive loud drills, we'll place the T3 ore extractors. And it looks like it won't let me extract anything other than, I guess, sulfur. Oh my gosh, do these things need to be placed within the respective biomes anyway? Well, I guess then we'll take them apart, because I need uranium. And we do at least have a couple of uranium rods, so we can make the recycling machine to break it down for normal uranium. So we'll need 2 deconstruction microchips. And now we'll place the recycling machine. Now we'll grab some uranium rods, put them in, and recycle them to give us tons of normal uranium. And so we'll do it again. And we have another inbound meteor. It's pink. Is it gonna be? Oh, it's more super alloy. I actually don't need super alloy right now. So while this plan's falling apart, we'll make some rocket engines. And now that we used up a bunch of super alloy, we'll actually grab some. And we got another entire inventory full of super alloy. So we unlocked the Provios fish eggs. But now we have all the materials to make a whole lot of drones. And that was the fastest I think I've ever made drones. So now with another 10 drones added to the logistical nightmare, hopefully they'll be able to keep up. And now we're gonna grab some honey and some beans, make some high quality food. And we're gonna try to go out and find some uranium, because our drills don't work unless it's near uranium. Ooh, this is a big area. Holy crap. I don't think I've seen this area before. There's vines everywhere. It's like a giant canyon. I've seen a bunch of random frogs around the world and a bunch of random butterflies too. Oh my gosh. All different colors. And here's another Uranium plant and another cave, which looks to be an iridium cave, which we don't really need, but we will take this iridium rod. Now we're gonna go to the overgrown ring, which we will explore later. Ooh, but I think there's some frog ponds with frog eggs, and it looks like it's generic frog eggs, so we'll collect them all and keep on our search. Ooh, and we unlocked the frog displayer as we find a big deep lake. It looks like there's a cave down here, which has some osmium and pulsar quartz. I will absolutely take all the pulsar quartz this cave has. And there's an undersea crate with a whole bunch of goodies. Now we're gonna leave before we drown. Collect some more frog eggs. Jump in another lake, which does have a ladder down. Do we have a lot of stuff? Ooh, a fusion generator. Can we take it apart? No, we can't. But there is a locker with a whole bunch of stuff, even a genetic trait thing with a message, which this guy's been here for 6 months, and his main goal
is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Is to build a rocket and leave, but he thinks the planet's cursed. And it sounds like there's a secret room in the control bay, which I think is from the big ship that we already looted. But our inventory's full, so we'll have to leave. And here's another low area, but there's no water in here. Oh my gosh, it's a uranium cave. Oh my goodness, I have looked everywhere for this stupid cave. So we're absolutely gonna slap some T3 ore extractors here, set them to mine uranium, and add them to the supply chain. And we're gonna increase their priority. And then we're gonna have to come back, but I'm gonna go down to the underwater ladder before I forget that that place exists to collect the rest of the stuff. And now we're gonna head home. And we did get another blueprint microchip, so we'll decode it for a flare. So now we're gonna go back out to the uranium cave while collecting any frog eggs we find. Ooh, and we unlocked the genetic extractor, which might make the genes that we keep seeing.
What are a bunch of stupid pants gonna do, hey?
Ooh, and there's a satellite down here with a whole bunch of rockets. And we can't take apart the satellite, but that's fine. More frog eggs. Ooh, and an Uranium plant. And down here in front of our uranium cave, we're gonna place a teleporter. And we're gonna open the storage crate, which is gonna give us a super alloy rod. And now we're gonna collect all the loose uranium. Here's another crate with some more Terra tokens. And it looks like a couple of drones are coming in to take the uranium. Oh, what's up here? Oh, it's a whole nother world under the world. So we're gonna go and explore a little bit around the area. We have a massive desert this way. And other than some strange features, I'm not really seeing anything more on this side. And as the sky turns a deep red, we are too far. So we're gonna go back while collecting on the way home. I want a storage crate with some rocket engines. And as another supply drop comes on in, another crate with some flowers, another crate with some more Terra tokens and mutagen. Ooh, and a gold chest with another golden flower and an effigy. Ooh, and we unlock the T2 butterfly farm as we take the rest of the golden crate. And I don't remember quite where home is, so we're gonna go up the vine. And it's over there, but I do see some crates up here with some more Pulsar quartz and T2 mutagen. So it looks like there's stuff even up here, so I'll have to come exploring back again. Oh, and there's a whole down spaceship by this lovely waterfall. Ooh, and we unlock the rare larva. And we're gonna make a bees storage crate, which the drones are already piling in, placing tons and tons of bees in here. And we need a lot more biomass to unlock the animal spreader rocket and the generic frog eggs. So we're gonna make some of these Aphe frog eggs for an animal multiplier of 350%, which means we need T2 fertilizer and T3 mutagen, which means we need more bacteria samples to then make some T3 mutagen, which then we're gonna put them in the incubator. Which now we have a little red froggy, which looks red and black, which is probably super poisonous, but we're gonna touch him anyway.
Whoa, everything's so significant.
And in this one we got a lime green and white frog, which is actually a Cilius frog, and so we're gonna do it again.
Oh, I can see the air.
Now while that's going on, we're gonna make some more fertilizer. And we got a little gold froggy, which is actually golden frog eggs. And another Cilius frog. Do it again.
Dude, you're tripping.
As we unlock the Guerrero fish eggs. And we got 2 more black and red frogs.
Gotta give it up.
Give up the toe now.
And now over by our frog corner, we're gonna make some more amphibian farms. Place in our frog eggs, as we have another meteor. Pink meteor, which means pulsar quartz. And now we're gonna go collect, which we can't because it crashed into our drills and everything is covered. But with all of those new frogs, we changed our animal index from 15,000 grams a second to 35,000 grams a second of animals. And I do want to see what the T2 drone does. And there's a T2 locker storage, but I have nowhere near enough money, which to make some money, we can either go around to tons of wrecks, or we can create a supply chain to make tons of pulsar quartz. So we did unlock this auto crafter, which automatically crafts the chosen recipe if they're found within a certain range. And so we can set this to pulsar quartz to just auto make a bunch. And so next to our trade rocket, we're gonna create a platform, place some auto crafters, place some storage lockers, and set them to demand all the stuff that we need for our Pulsar quartz. And with all of them set, we can make our auto crafters make Pulsar quartz. And it looks like we're not making enough iridium or zeolite, so we're gonna go to their caves, place some more iridium extractors, set them to iridium, place some T3 extractors in our zeolite cave, set them to zeolite, go back home, and see that we've made at least a single Pulsar quartz. And now we're making tons of Pulsar quartz. And now we're gonna make a couple more rods, to then go to our magma zone, place some ore extractors, and have them mine some obsidian. As we unlocked some generic frog eggs. And it looks like our limiting is osmium, so we're gonna go back to our osmium cave and place some T3 extractors. Set them to osmium, and our drones still aren't able to keep up.
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying.
So we're gonna add 5 more. And now we have an entire container full of Pulsar quartz. So we'll send off an entire container full of it to give us tons of Terra tokens. Bring me lots of money, please. And while that launches, we need more drones, but we need more circuit boards to do so. So we're gonna make some more bioplastic nuggets and make a whole lot of circuit boards. And now we're gonna make some rocket engines and make more drones. And while we continue to wait for our trade ship to get back, we have a ton of flowers that are clogging up our inventory, so we're gonna do something about it by making some more fertilizer and adding a whole lot more flower spreaders. And we're gonna grab more algae, making even more fertilizer, and getting 625 Terra tokens, which is not a lot for all the Pulsar quartz we sold. Wonderful. Then making even more flower spreaders as we unlock the animal shelter and the animal feeder. And with a whole lot more variety of plants around the area, including plants growing by our frogs. Our limiting agent is algae. We're gonna make some more bioplastic nuggets. And as we have another super alloy drop, we're gonna make some more T2 algae generators. Then we'll collect the algae we can to make even more fertilizer, to then make even more T2 flower spreaders, to add even more color and variety, while clearing some inventory space for things other than plants. And we have another inventory full of quartz, so I'll send another rocket off to hopefully get me more Terra tokens, because things are expensive. And I want some more lake water collectors so we can get some water even faster, as we unlock the T2 aquarium, which isn't as good as the fish farm. But since we want more lake water collectors, and we're running out of mushrooms, we're gonna need some more outdoor farms to grow them, which means it's back to fertilizer. And then T2 fertilizer, grab from a vast supply of bee larvae, place even more outdoor farms, place in some mushroom seeds and some more eggplant seeds to then make us even more crops. And we'll also collect the crops up here. And we gain another 625 Terra tokens, as we have a whole nother container just filled with Pulsar quartz again, all to go back in the rocket. Now we can make even more bioplastic nuggets. Now we're gonna make even more circuit boards, make some iridium rods, make some more rocket engines, to make 5 more drones. And we also have enough for 2 more lake water collectors, so we'll place them. And we got 625 more tokens. Every time the rocket comes back, we have a full container of Pulsar quartz, all ready to be sold. And now we're constantly low on iridium again, so we'll make some rods. And we do constantly need osmium rods, so we're gonna place one of the extractors here. And we'll place another T3 extractor in the iridium cave. Go back home. Ooh, another set of frog eggs. And I kinda wanna look at what this genetic extractor does. It's a good thing we found the blazar and solar quartz. So we'll need to make a bioplastic nugget, to make a circuit board, and we'll make an osmium rod, to then make the genetic extractor. Oh my gosh, you can extract genetic traits from all of these items, including the magnetar quartz for some bioluminescence. Find other rare ones by exploring the world. There's already a ridiculous amount of stuff. We don't even have quasar quartz, but we do have magnetar quartz. As our ship returns with 625 tokens again. So do we just extract it from the quartz itself? Yes it does. Insert into a genetic synthesizer to create a new creature. Okay, so now our creature is going to be bioluminescent. We still need more biomass to unlock the synthesizer, so we're still going to need even more animals, plants, and insects, as as our container is full of pulsar quartz to be shipped off once again. So since we still need more biomass, we're gonna make some more fertilizer. We're gonna make some more fish eggs. While the last of the eggs are being made, we are gonna need more bioplastic nuggets. And we gained another 625 tokens. As we go back out to our lake, make even more fish farms. And now we need to put all the eggs in. And now we have tons and tons of fish all under our little lake. Hopefully not eating all the algae that I've placed down. That would be distressing. So now we're gonna make some more bacteria samples, make some mutagen, make some T2 mutagen, make even more fertilizer, make even more fishies, make even more bioplastic nuggets. I do want to see if I can make the Provios eggs something else by adding some mutagen and fertilizer. No, it does not. And with the last fish egg collected, we can make even more fish farms while placing a bunch of Alira fish eggs. And now we have even more fish. And I actually did see some random fish that are over here that aren't from our fish farm. Though that is definitely what appears to be a normal amount. Well, this is the amount that I create. Very abnormal, but tons of multicolored, gorgeous fishies. And I almost forgot our trade rockets back. So with another full container, we can send the rocket off. And it looks like uranium is our limiter right now for a pulsar quartz. So we're gonna make some more rods. Go to our uranium area, and we're gonna place a third T3 ore extractor. Hopefully make it so that we stop running out of uranium and we can constantly be making pulsar quartz. And we're gonna make a couple more rods. Go back to our iridium cave and place another ore extractor because we're gonna need a whole lot more iridium rods to continue making the engines for all these drones that we're gonna continuously need. And since we still have so many flower seeds, we're gonna make even more fertilizer. And we're just gonna keep placing more T2 flower spreaders. And our rocket's back, or it's not. Oh, there it is. And we finally have enough for the T2 drone, so we'll add that to our list. Grab our stash of pulsar quartz and send the rocket off as we go gather some more algae, as we make more fertilizer, to make even more flower spreaders. Oh my gosh, we finally ran out of power. It has been ages since we've run out. So we're just gonna place the last of our flower spreaders. So now we're gonna make a couple of nuclear fusion generators, which is now gonna give us a ton more power to play with as we just keep placing T2 flower spreaders. As we make more fertilizer. And our rocket came back. Make even more flower spreaders. And repeat. And we finally unlocked the genetic synthesizer, but we finally run out of all of our eggplants and caught up to production. So now for the genetic synthesizer, we need magnetar, blazar, and quasar quartz, which I found a whole lot of different quartz, but quasar is not one of them. And as we're almost 10% through the next stage, which appears to be the completed terraformation stage, and a ridiculous amount of flower spreaders all the way across this landscape. Hopefully next time we can find some quasar quartz to find out what the genetic synthesizer does. But that is all the time that I have for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.